What is up, good people? How you doing today? You could tell by the way that I'm talking that it's a green day today. And it's a surprising green day because of the job numbers that came out today. The market did the exact polar opposite of what it has normally been doing after a strong job reports. All right, meaning low unemployment. I want to just be clear in what I mean by that. Usually, when you have low unemployment, meaning there's less people that are unemployed. As a matter of fact, we need more workers. What generally happens is the market tanks because it gives the Fed more leeway to continue to raise interest rates, right? And so the polar opposite happened this morning. And it's crazy. We just had the Fed do his interest rate hike. So he just went up 25 more basis points. Banks were showing that there were another two banks circling around the drain. And today they are strong. So what is there to believe? How can we navigate these waters? Okay. For those of you that don't know, my name is Larry Jones. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell right there at your right to the bottom of your right hand corner. And thank the family for now, 597,000 subscribers. Go ahead and continue to hit that like button. Let's look at this, good people. Look at this. Now, here's a headline that you don't normally see from the Wall Street Journal. Stock market today. Dow rises more than 500 points. Bond yields climb after strong jobs report. Strong jobs report until now meant that the market was going to tank. So why today? What happens today? Is the market just used to this news? Yes. Is the market saying, hey, this is the same old story over and over again? Yes. Is this a bigger sign? And that bigger sign is it the bottom? Have we already bottomed out? And I'm going to tell you right now in the beginning of this video, I don't know. Okay? What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. Okay? My little old corny joke. But listen, you get what you pay for, good people. But this is what's going on with the market. Now, look at the regional banks, right? These were tanking. PacWest was leading. It was down by almost 45% yesterday. And today it is up 84.5%. Western Alliance is up 50% on this news. This news that everything is fine. Okay, it's and look at down at the bottom here. First Republic, as we know that they went into receivership. Some of these regional banks are just outperforming. They're doing very well. Hopefully you didn't, get burned on that. And sometimes I always say, sometimes just sitting still. Just sitting still is the best thing to do, right? And so at the time of recording this, we have 40 minutes before closing bell. I just wanted you guys to see that the Dow is up 500 and almost 50 points. Look at that. That is insane. Look at the NASDAQ up 2.33%, just coming strong, as if the market is saying enough. We are in a bull market, okay? Consumer spending is strong and the job market is strong. Let's go back to here. See here, the economy is moderately strong. Consumer spending is reasonably strong despite the increase in interest rates. Wow. Okay. So the question is, will the Fed pause right now? Will he stop? All right. And then the Fed said some key things. He said that the labor market remains strong like it is. Unemployment remains moderately low from March. Right. So the Fed just told us that. Inflation has moderated since the middle of last year. So it moderated. But the problem is there's some things that the jobs expose. So the job numbers that came out shows that wages are still increasing, which is a sign that inflation could come back, right? We're still short on workers, a lot of workers by the jobs, okay? So low unemployment. And then now we have to understand that if wages lag, then inflation lag. And if wages lag inflation, right? So if inflation keeps going up and wages are not going up, so if wages lags inflation, then that's not good. You're not going to get those jobs filled. You're just not, right? And so that's one of the things. Here's another thing, and then we'll discuss this. Just look at, I'm sorry, good people. Not going to edit that out. Just look at this. Look at that. So crypto is also coming strong off of this news, right? Crypto is also strong after this news. Now, a lot of people would think that crypto or Bitcoin was running up because the banks were failing. Well, the banks, regional banks, has gotten a nice boost today, and so did crypto. And so everything has changed, good people. The rules of the game has changed. At first, when we got when we got low jobs, right? If they came in low, unemployment came in low. If unemployment came in low, that meant negative market. But now it's shifting back. And so we are in some uncharted territory right here. The question is, are you too bullish or are you too bearish, like this gentleman says? Are we too bearish on the market or are we too bullish? It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you stand on. Somebody's going to leave a comment. I guarantee you somebody will leave it on here. Somebody's going to say, I told you so. I told you that the bottom is already in. If we say, hey, we're going lower, then somebody will say, I told you so, right? We're in a recession and we're going to crash and burn. So either way it goes, somebody's going to say, I told you so. The truth of the matter is, to be quite frank, nobody knows. Nobody knows. You, nor I, nor any influencer. Nobody knows what's going on. What are you doing? Me personally, I will tell you. And Stocks with Josh did a wonderful video on what the charts are showing. Not what the fundamentals are showing, but what the charts are showing. And his conclusion was we already bottomed out. Okay, so he and I are going to discuss that in a later video next week, right? My thing is fundamentally in the long term, not in the micro, not in the micro environment, but in the macro environment, we still have these big problems that have not went away. We still there's a reckoning coming, but it just keeps getting pushed back further and further. Like the gentleman said, we don't know what's going to happen 3 to 6 months from now. So how do we invest, good people? And so I will tell you guys, even though we're cautious in our moves, even though crypto is creeping back up, like I said the other day, where I started buying when it was 27, when it dipped down to 27. I'm just dollar cost averaging, and I'm doing the same thing with stock. So for those of you that are saying, hey, we're waiting, I'm going to continue to say, then that's cool. Wait, cashed up. I am still more than 85% cash. Now, this is not get like me. I don't care if we have bottomed out or not. I'm not trying to time the bottom. That's a fool's journey. What I am doing is looking long term and short term. So I go in, I make very few trades, which I share with you guys. Most of them I share with you guys. I go in and I get out and I'm just raking in cash, right? But there's always a big but in the room. Long term, what are you doing? And so long term, I have been dollar cost averaging. For those of you that for the last 2 years now, that's been following the Larry Jones $5 a day challenge, you guys know it never stops. So I have 3 major portfolios. I have an ETF, I have blue chips, and I have growth stocks, okay? And there's a array of stock, over 20 stock that I am buying weekly. And so find a company that you believe in long term, and at some point you just have to get in, because right now, trying to charter these territories, I don't care who you are, in the last 6 months, this market has made a fool out of you. And you could say, oh, I've called it all. I've seen it all coming every single day, every single week. You're lying. I'm just going to keep it real. You're just straight up lying. And so for anybody that says, hey, I've had it right all of this time, you're lying. Let's just keep it real. This is my show. I can just be real with you guys. I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you the truth every single time. Now, we got this green bump going right now, right? Everything looks cool. But then next week, by Tuesday, we could give all of this right back. And then we go from bullish to bearish, and then from bearish to bullish. And at some point, you got to make a plan, and then you just got to do like Nike, just do it. So what I encourage you to do is not just day trade, not just swing trade, but find a good company that you think has good growth, right? That has a growth in their marketplace, that have cash, that is going to be doing something like an AI, that is the future, and you see future growth, and that they have a good PE, price to earnings, and they keep having good EPSs, earnings per share, a good earnings per share, and they have cash, and their liabilities outweigh their debt. If you know how to read a balance sheet, which is in my class, top link below, then stick with that company and invest in it long term. That's what I wanted to make this video about today, and just for a little direction, because these waters are just murky. You can't even see through them. So just like we are having a great day right now, you guys know as well as I know, just in a few days, the market could take it all back. Look at that. The market could take it all back. You guys know this by now, all right? So we're going to celebrate the green days. We're not going to be over bearish or over bullish. Yeah, Larry, are you switching? No, I'm not switching. I expect something down the road to happen. But meanwhile, we're going to partake in celebrate the wins. And then when and if the market does drop, when everybody else is fearfully running, I'm going to be running too, meaning buying. You guys know that there's 20 free stock. If you have opened up an account, make sure you deposit a minimum of $100. And yes, they're going to call some of you guys to make sure you are you. So don't get freaked out if they call, but make sure it's funded, limited time only, and then learn the basics with Stock Up You, and learn from all of these wonderful people, and as they lend their expertise in the area of trading and investing. All right. Have a blessed and wonderful week, and I will see you Sunday. All right. Sunday. Come for the stock. Stay for the inspiration. Live, love, laugh, and learn.